Hello everybody and welcome to Potato Lounge number 32 of the Indestructible Potatoes, or INDP for short. We're here today to talk about some films and movies and games. My brain's not working. Studio Ghibli's Miyazaki may return from his 3-year retirement to direct a feature-length film about a caterpillar. Project not green-lighted, but Miyazaki has started the animation work. Now, I did read about this film, and apparently it was a short about a caterpillar that Miyazaki said, I want to make that a film. Now, if anybody doesn't know, Miyazaki, he animated My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Castle in the Sky, a bunch of films like that that are I recommend it to anybody who's actually interested in any animation work, or anybody who has, who's a big fan of anime or anything like that. They're really, really good movies, especially some of them are very heart-touching, and I enjoy them vividly, especially My Neighbor Totoro being as cute and adorable as it is. Can't get over it. I will watch that movie till the day I die. The score for Ghost in the Shell will be done by Clinton Mansell. He scored Black Swan and also helped with Mass Effect 3. It's supposed to hit theaters March 31st, 2017. NVIDIA C50 calls Nintendo Switch design groundbreaking. Built something that's portable and transformable, they say. Which, if anybody doesn't know, the Nintendo Switch just got released for a price of around, I think, $300. Actually, very impressive. We might be doing some news on that one in a bit. We're still doing some catch-up. I apologize. We're just kind of getting through the things real quick so you guys know what's going on with the world. Minecraft movie cast Steve Carell, release date of at least May 24, 2019. Capture the same audience as Jurassic World, says IGN. Now, as we all know, Jurassic World captured the audience of people who love Jurassic Park, or anything like that fact. Jurassic World was not meant to capture younger audiences. If it was meant to capture younger audiences, I disagree with that entirely. Jurassic World was a good film. It wasn't all that great. The ending was subpar. I'm sad to see that happens, but they're making more films, and they're supposed to have a different feeling to 2 and 3 than they are supposed to have it in the first one. The first one was only supposed to be an introduction with cameos to, John and everybody like that, the spare no expense, and all those things. Highlander comic book miniseries by IDW Publishing takes place before the 1986 film. The center around Connor McLeod, also as he seeks to hide his true nature while settling in the United States. Now, if I remember correctly from Highlander, I believe Connor is a rich man who has a bunch of artifacts in his house. So this might be to the point where he might be trying to make that transition between, I have all of this shit, what do I do with it? Maybe something like that. But also you gotta remember that film was made back in 1986, and this is taking place before that. And this is also supposed to be a comic, not a graphic novel. So keep that in mind. Jurassic World 2 casts Rafe R-A-F-E Spale from Prometheus and Toby Jones from Captain America. No news as to what their roles are. An American Werewolf in London remake is coming. It's going to be produced by David Alpert and Robert Kirkman, based off a script by Max Landis. Landis is also to direct the remake. The director of the original film was John Landis, will serve as an executive producer, which, gotta admit, is actually pretty neat. If they're having the original person who directed An American Werewolf in London to executive produce a remake, and they're related. The son that's directing it he's the son of the dude who made the last film, which is impressive as hell, and that's just awesome. I can't actually wait to see that, because I actually enjoyed American Werewolf in London. Dumbledore confirmed to come for sequel of Fantastic Beasts 2. It will be the young Dumbledore. There's no role not yet cast as of this moment. Tom Holland, how many more Marvel movies is he signed up for? He is signed up for 3 Spider-Man movies and 3 solo movies, which means the 3 solo movies could involve anything from the Avengers to any other standalone. If they decide to make a Daredevil, something like that. If he wants to make a cameo in the Netflix series, he can. Harley Quinn spinoff movie has Christina Hodson as the screenwriter. They won't focus solely on Margaret Robbie as Harley Quinn, but an array of other key female characters, which is great, except for the fact that you don't know who those female characters are yet. Michael Giacchio, who served as who scored Doctor Strange and Rogue One to score Spider-Man: Homecoming. Alan Aham to return to Blizzard. He worked as lead designer on World of Warcraft, the first two Warcraft games, and the original StarCraft. He's currently works on a new project. Blizzard is actively working on adding a server browser to Overwatch, experimenting with loot system about the chance of getting older skins, Halloween, Olympic, Christmas, etc., things like that, in your loot boxes. But to my knowledge, the thing that I kind of take away from this one is they put them there. You can't buy them with the credits that you get anymore. But they have them there still, which means, these aren't just like once in a lifetime opportunities, except for maybe the Olympics one being the rarer one out of all of these. Like the Halloween and the Christmas, those will come every year, and those will you can get those when those seasons come, when that comes around. Same with the Halloween and Christmas, keep them there, but don't give them out just in loot boxes just straight away. Leave them there. Have them as an option for when those times come around. So when Halloween comes around, bring in the Halloween loot box, or have the Halloween loot box also have the original loot box. Have a player choose A, B. Which one do you want? Do you want the original? Do you want the new? Do you want the Halloween one? Maybe add a few extra skins to them to make it different, to make people actually feel, do I want a skin that they just added recently? Because I have all the rest of the skins for Roadhog, Junkrat, Mercy, Soldier 76, Symmetra, and all these other things. Just give them the option. It's kind of a smart decision, I think, on my brain. Blizzard has no plans to remaster Warcraft 1 or 2. It is out of date compared to what we have now. The difficulty of installing an old game on a newer computer. That's the issue. You can't really do it, as you know, if you try to install, an old-ass game like Fallout on your computer. You gotta go through so many things and run administrator and all that. The Blizzard team would rather work on upgrading and doing new things in World of Warcraft and Overwatch instead of digging up old fossils. But as most people will argue, nostalgia boner, they want to play old games because they want to live their childhood again. I completely agree with that. Give them that option. Have, 10 to 20 people set to the side to try and upgrade it, to try and change how it looks. They did it for Diablo. Why can't you do it for that? Why can't you do it for Warcraft 1 or 2? Just make it compatible somehow. I'm not saying, it's necessary, but try. Quentin Tarantino confirms his 10th film will be his last. He will retire after making his 10th film. The Hateful Eight was his 8th, so he has 2 more to make. Currently working on a historical non-fiction project. No news yet. Justice League cast Game of Thrones Ciaran Hindus Hines, God bless, Hines as Stephen Wolf. X-Men Olivia Munn in talks for the Predator reboot will play a Special Forces commando, being directed by Sean Black, set to begin filming this February. Diablo 3 has a new class, the Necromancer. This will include, when the update comes out, a new in-game pet, 2 additional character slots, 2 additional stash tabs, along with portrait, frame, pendant, banner, and banner sigil. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo sequel gets Don't Breathe and Evil Dead director Fede Alvarez. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them will be set in Paris. Sony developing Starship Troopers reboot. Columbia Pictures will produce. Mark Sniff and Domino Shannon will write the script. Recently worked on Baywatch. Neil H. Mortiz and Toby Jaffe will produce. Recently worked on Total Recall together. It won't be a remake, but it will draw from the same source material as the first one. Big Hero 6 movie cast returning for an animated series. Ryan Potter as Hero. Scott Adsit as Baymax. Maya Rudolph as Aunt Cass. Jamie Chung as Go-Go. Alan Tudyk as Alistar Curie, or whatever. Genesis Rodriguez as Honey Lemon, and David Shaughnessy as Heathcliff, and Stan Lee as Fred's dad. It will pick up right where the events of the movie left off. Sean Ledden to board and helm Uncharted movie. Steps have been made to figure out the lead role for Nathan Drake. No release date yet. We'll deal with the snarky action, witty treasure hunting plot as the game is, but no news as to when we might see a trailer or who they'll have as the role. They'll probably keep that under the wraps until like a decent amount of the film has been done. Steam is removing concept art and pre-rendering screenshots from game store pages to ensure all promotional images representing in-game experiences are no longer falsified, giving people that false advertisement which we all know and love so much. Thank God for No Man's Sky. Rosario Dawson as Claire Temple, Scott Glenn as Stick, Rachel Taylor as Trish Walker will all reprise their roles in Marvel's The Defenders. Karen Page and Misty Knight will also be in The Defenders, who have also been reprised their role, as I said, on Potato Lash number 31. And Foggy Nelson, Jerry Hogarth, and Malcolm Dukas also to reprise their roles for The Defenders. They might also have the Punisher in it. Debut sometime in 2017, no news as to that yet. A film reboot of The Green Hornet in the works. Gavin O'Connor on board to direct, with Sean O'Keefe to pen script. Respawn Entertainment unsure if there will be a Titanfall 3. Quote unquote, this is what Zane Pell says, who's the co-founder of Respawn Entertainment. The sales, from a sales standpoint, they might not make a new one because of the amount of money it made between the release date of Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, because they said it right between. Thank God to EA for fucking that up. What a fantastic game Titanfall 2 is. They're really happy with the reviews and positive sentiment. We definitely like to tell more of the story in the universe. The studio was unaware of the competition, which, if you think about it, EA is a big-ass company. They released a game that they knew was going to compete with Call of Duty. Yet they said, hey, we're going to release this other first-person shooter also between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. Sounds like a good idea, boss. We should do that. No. You think about these things. I'm a college student, and I know that was a stupid-ass mistake. Even if the corporate, the people who made the game, Respawn Entertainment, didn't know the competition. You think they're pissed off now? Not now, but you think they're pissed off when they figured that out? You made us the release date between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty? What the fuck do we look like? We can't work on miracles. We can't cure cancer. Things like this need to be thought through EA's, R&D department, because they're like, this should have been released sometime in December. Or sometime, during then. They did not need to release it between two giant blockbuster games that were going to compete against each other head-to-head as they've always done for the past few years. It just doesn't make sense. In my mind, EA fucked Respawn Entertainment, and EA should pay for the price, not Respawn Entertainment. They made a good game. They made a fantastic game. If Respawn Entertainment's going to make a choice, they should find somebody else to produce their games. Because EA fucked them. Not in the nice way. EA really did them a bad. On other news, Gabe Newell, who is a Valve guy, says Valve is still working on single-player games. No news as to what those games are, but hopefully we hear about that soon. Either it could be some kind of Portal, or it could be Half-Life 3. Who knows? Atlantis Season 2 with Donald Glover in it has been delayed due to Donald Glover's commitment with Star Wars as Lando Calrissian and the new Han Solo anthology film. Star Wars report, and we've got a Star Wars report. Disney reportedly negotiating with Carrie Fisher estate to continue Princess Leia, but they have so far canceled that. They will not recreate Carrie Fisher digitally as they did Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One. They will somehow, come up with a way that they will, I'm not going to say kill off her, but they will some kind of way to ease into Carrie Fisher's death. Rest in peace, Princess. So things like that will happen. Let's see what else we got. Rocket League has passed over 25 million registered players on all consoles. Woody Harrelson has confirmed as in a Han Solo standalone film as Han Solo's, oh god, his influence. I think that's what it's called. I don't really know. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, it beats the hell out of me. Final Fantasy Square Enix ships over 6 million copies. That's good to know. Peter Dinklage reportedly came out and said that he is up for any role in the Marvel's Infinity Wars universe. And last but not least, Dragon Ball Z. The game that was released a while, Dragon Ball Super, was one of the most popular Xbox games out a while ago. And I am actually very excited for that. And you know what, just to finish this up, Episode 8 will explore Kylo Ren's humanity and terrorism. I'm gonna be honest with that, that's actually extremely entertaining to see. Cars 3 is about Lightning McQueen facing a midlife crisis and millennials. So, they're all gonna be on their phones and shit. That's basically what that means. It's gonna be all a bunch of fuckery. Ryan Reynolds thinks that a Logan could contend for an Oscar. Also, Ryan Reynolds came out a while ago and said that he was interested in a Logan Deadpool film, which is extremely entertaining if you think about it. Not a lot of people are down for that, especially for the fact that not Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman said that this is his final Wolverine film. And Robin Williams turned down a major role in Harry Potter as Rubeus Hagrid. For, let me see what reason he turned it down for, but he did turn it down for a variety of reasons. Let's see. Apparently it says that he was not sure about the role. I don't really see him as being a Rubeus Hagrid. Whoever played Hagrid before did a good job, especially the fact that he might have been CG'd, or some of him might have been CG'd. I don't think there's somebody that's, 8 feet tall, and can grow that big of a beard and own that much hair, or be a game hunter. Issues like that, man. Issues like that. But some things like this, we're just still catching up a bit, but we're getting through some things. We'll hopefully have something out soon. But thank you guys for joining me on Potato Lounge number 32. It's been a joy. A lot of news, a lot of things going on. Not so good things, some good things. You gotta weigh your options, gotta see what's going on. But if you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you guys think below. Tell me what you guys are feeling. Tell me about what you guys agree with my Overwatch comment about them releasing their loot box system, because that's something that needs to be fixed. If they didn't release duplicates too, I'm gonna go ahead and go on a little rant real quick. If they didn't have duplicates that were released too to get credits, and if you gave you more credits, swell. But duplicates need to be kind of a rarer commodity. If you already own something like a spray, it needs to be like super, super, super rare for you not to get another spray. If you own a skin, do a percent. If you already have a spray, make that a 5% chance that you'll get it again. If you get it again, bring it down to 2. If you get that spray again, go down to like 1. If you get it again, go down to like 0.5. Every time you get the same repetitive spray, just get rid of it. There's just... I had this argument with Corey. He doesn't like getting duplicates. And I gotta admit, getting duplicates is, it's not all bad because you get credits for it, but you get dick for credits. You get absolutely nothing for credits, and it's just annoying. And things like that need to be switched. And I kind of argue about it because I enjoy the game. I love the game. I've got a lot of friends that play it, but they just need to fix the loot box system. A lot of things like that. Maybe some custom servers, maybe rent a server, things like that. They've done a good job so far. I hope they keep up the good work. So, maybe release some Warcraft, Starcraft-ish, Diablo-ish skins. Well, they released some Diablo sprays the other day, or a few weeks ago. Maybe some skins that coincide with the games they've made. Just an idea. But thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next Potato Lounge. We'll see what happens next. Thanks.